Welcome back to my channel and welcome to Coffee Talk, where I take an interesting topic and give it to you in the time it takes to drink a cup of coffee. So grab that cup of coffee, make sure that it is piping hot. Add a little non-dairy creamer to it and a dash of sugar if you want. My favorite non-dairy creamer is French vanilla. And if coffee is not what you do, perhaps a nice herbal tea is more you. Make sure that it is steeped to perfection. My favorite herbal tea is lavender tea, and I like a drop of agave or honey. And if coffee and tea are not for you, maybe this fruity smoothie is more you. And let's get into today's topic, which is trigger warning: how the soft life went wrong for ASHLEE JENAE and what we can learn from this tragedy. So now, let's sit back and sip on this hot coffee. In early April 2026, the influencer world was celebrating ASHLEE JENAE, 31-year-old Miami-based with over 80,000 followers, was living what many called the dream. She had jetted off to Zanzibar, Tanzania to celebrate her 31st birthday. And then, in a moment straight out of a fairy tale, her fiancé, Joe McCann, got down on one knee doing a safari photo shoot with lions in the background. Her final Instagram post read, "Chapter 31, and I am exactly where I need to be." But just days later, that dream turned into a nightmare. ASHLEE JENAE was found unconscious in her hotel room. She was rushed to the hospital and pronounced dead. And in the weeks since, the world has been left with more questions than answers. Her family says her death was suspicious. Police are holding her fiancé's passport, and the online community that once celebrated her soft life is now asking a much harder question: what really happened to ASHLEE JENAE? Today we're going to explore the tragedy, the investigation, the deeper conversation it has sparked about the soft life movement, and more importantly, what we can learn from all of this. Who was ASHLEE JENAE? To understand the story, we must first understand who ASHLEE JENAE was. Born Ashley Robinson, she was a lifestyle influencer based in Miami, Florida. On Instagram, she cultivated a following of over 71,000, and some reported saying up to 80,000 people who came to her for one specific aesthetic: the soft life. What is the soft life? To those unfamiliar, the soft life movement originated with Nigerian women living under economic strain and was later popularized by African American women on TikTok. At its core, it's a response to burnout, a political rejection of the expectation that Black women must be tireless workers, caretakers, and strong figures for everyone but themselves. It's about saying no to hustle culture, no to struggle love, no to the idea that you have to suffer to be worthy. It's about peace, rest, and unapologetic self-interest. And ASHLEE JENAE embodied that. Her feed was filled with luxury vacations, beautiful outfits, romantic moments with her fiancé, and a general aura of ease and abundance. She was, as one publication put it, the literal definition of the soft life. She was engaged to Joe McCann, the 45-year-old founder of a crypto fund called Asymmetrics Financial. They appeared to live a lavish life together, front row seats to NBA games, ski trips to Oregon, and now this engagement in Tanzania. On paper, she had everything the soft life promised. But what the Instagram grid didn't show, what it never shows, is what was happening behind closed doors. What happened in Tanzania? Here's what we know from official reports and police statements. Ashley and Joe arrived in Zanzibar on April 4th, 2026. They were there to celebrate her birthday on April 5th. At some point during the trip, Joe proposed during a safari, and Ashley posted the engagement announcement. But then something changed. According to police statements, the couple moved to a second hotel, the Serval Wildlife Resort, where they appeared to be having domestic conflicts. Hotel staff reported hearing an altercation coming from their room. The disturbance was serious enough that management decided to separate them, moving Joe to a different room about an 8-minute walk away. On April 9th, a hotel employee went to Ashley's room after she requested a charging cable. When the employee returned, he reported finding her hanging from a clothesline. She was rushed to Lumumba Hospital, where she was pronounced dead around 9 p.m. local time. Zanzibar Deputy Police Commissioner Jaburik Chibera has stated that authorities are investigating the death as a suspected suicide by hanging. Joe McCann has reportedly told authorities the same thing, that Ashley died by suicide. But here's where things get complicated. Ashley's family has fiercely rejected the suicide claim. In a public statement, they described her death as suspicious and said the lack of answers has made the tragedy even more overwhelming. Her close friend, Savannah Britt, a public relations executive, went viral on a post that said, "Anyone who knows Ash knows she would never commit suicide. We need answers now." Even rapper Cardi B has weighed in, writing online, "That girl did not off herself." So what actually is happening with the investigation? As of mid-April 2026, Tanzanian police are holding Joe McCann's passport and questioning him as a witness. He has not been charged with any crime. An autopsy is being performed at Lumumba Hospital, and officials say they are awaiting professional medical reports and forensic examinations before drawing final conclusions. The Human Rights Association has stepped in, demanding an independent and transparent investigation. They've also called for the U.S. State Department to advocate for Ashley's family. And Ashley's family has launched a GoFundMe to help bring her body home and cover related expenses. So the truth is, we don't know exactly what happened, but the lack of answers, combined with the family's distress, has sparked a much larger conversation. Here's where we need to pause and talk about something uncomfortable but necessary. Because the discourse around ASHLEE JENAE's death isn't just about one influencer. It's speaking about something much deeper. Let me share some statistics that should stop you in your tracks. According to the Institute of Women's Policy Research, more than 40% of Black women will experience intimate partner violence in their lifetime. For comparison, that number is 31% for white women. The National Center of Victims of Crimes reported that 53.8% of Black women experience psychological or emotional abuse. And here's the most chilling one. Research from Columbia University found that between 1999 and 2020, Black women in the U.S. were on average 6 times more likely to be murdered than their white counterparts. In roughly 90% of those cases, the victim knew her killer. Dr. Bernadine Waller, the lead author of that study, says to uncover the fact that Black women are murdered at rates as high as 20-1 is heartbreaking and underscores the urgent need to make substantive structural shifts. Why am I sharing these numbers in a video about ASHLEE JENAE? Because whether or not her death is ultimately ruled a suicide, the fact is that so many people immediately questioned that narrative. The fact that her family's first instinct was "this doesn't make sense" is rooted in a painful reality. Black women are disproportionately vulnerable to violence, and too often their deaths are dismissed, minimized, and ruled suicides without proper investigation. As the Gyro put in its coverage of this case, the discourse around ASHLEE JENAE speaks to something much deeper about how prevalent violence is against Black women. And that brings us to the soft life. Remember what I said earlier about the origins of the soft life? It started with Nigerian women, Black women, saying enough to the expectation they must always be strong, always be working, always be sacrificing. It was a survival strategy, a response to a world that was largely indifferent to their suffering. But something happened along the way. The soft life got gentrified. As one writer put it, like most movements that migrated from the global south to the north, it was stripped of its original meaning, diluted of its potency, and rebranded to the masses as a Ponzi scheme to drive more reckless spending. Today, if you scroll the hashtag soft life, what do you see? Luxury handbags, overpriced lattes, multi-million-dollar mansions, and a heavy emphasis on finding a wealthy man to fund it all. The soft life shifted from liberation to lifestyle branding, from rejecting exploitation to performing wealth, from collective care to individual consumption. And here's the danger in that shift. When the soft life becomes about finding a rich partner to take care of you, it can inadvertently make women, especially Black women, more vulnerable to unhealthy dynamics. Because true softness, true peace cannot be conditional to another person's approval or financial support. The original soft life was about internal peace. It was about saying no, setting boundaries, protecting your energy, investing in yourself, not as a performance, but as a survival mechanism. The commodified soft life, on the other hand, can become a trap. It can look like a fairy tale while hiding very real power imbalance, financial dependency, and emotional vulnerability. I'm not saying that's what happened to ASHLEE JENAE. We don't know. But I am saying that her story has forced many of us to look at the soft life movement and ask, are we actually protecting ourselves, or are we just curating an aesthetics? What can we learn? What do we take away from this tragedy? Here are 3 lessons. Number 1, the soft life must be built on a foundation of safety, not aesthetics. Peace that depends on a partner's money, mood, or presence is not true peace. True softness comes from within, from financial literacy, strong community, emotional regulation skills, and the ability to walk away if a situation becomes unsafe. No Instagram grid can replace that. Number 2, we need to talk more openly about intimate partner violence in Black communities. The statistics I shared earlier are staggering. 40% of Black women will experience IPV, 6 times more likely to be murdered. These aren't just numbers. They're our friends, our sisters, our favorite influencers. We need more education, more resources, and more willingness to ask hard questions about the relationships we celebrate online. Number 3, community matters. One of the most powerful things to come out of this tragedy is the way ASHLEE's friends and followers have rallied. They refused to accept a narrative that didn't sit right. They demanded answers. They elevated her family's voices. This is what community does. It holds space, asks questions, and refuses to let someone be forgotten. As of the recording of this video, the investigation into ASHLEE JENAE's death is still ongoing. No official cause has been released. Her family continues to wait for answers. Whatever the final determination, her story has already sparked a necessary conversation about the soft life, about safety, and about the way Black women deserve so much more than the world has given them. Rest in peace, ASHLEE. We're going to keep asking questions. If you or someone that you know is experiencing intimate partner violence, I have resources that are listed in the description of this video. Please, please, please take care of yourself. Now, I am at the end of this very, very deep conversation about the soft life and about the death of ASHLEE JENAE. It's time for me to go get me another strong cup of coffee so I can start working on the next coffee talk and other video. I appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. I, of course, will leave my resources down in the description of this video. And please give me your comments and concerns about this case down in the comments section so we can continue this conversation. What the soft life has become is not what it originally was meant to be. I appreciate you watching this video. As always, I offer you peace and blessings from the West Side. And of course, I would love it if you would take the time to subscribe to my channel so that you know about all my upcoming content. I want to make sure that you like and share this important content in today's videos. I will, of course, see you in the next one. And I would love it if you would go ahead and start following me on all my other avenues. You can catch me on TikTok and Instagram as DC the Purple Diva, on X as Purple Diva Den, and check out my other YouTube channel, The Purple Diva Den, where I do spoken word. I know this one was a deep one, but I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, I'm out, you guys. Peace.